What is going on, everybody? ZyoniK here, and in today's video we're going to check out some awesome battles submitted to the channel by a member of the community, Machiavelli24. So huge shout out to this battler, and this team looks solid. Celio, Haunter, and Golbat. I mean, the synergies that this team has, the booms that this team has, the spamminess. This just looks like a absolutely solid Evolution Cup team. So shout out to Machiavelli, and let me know down in the comments what you guys think about it. Alright, getting into the first battle, we have Celio on the lead versus Vigoroth. Okay, let's see how they decide to adjust. We're going to see that Golbat come out right away, and to be fair, that's a really solid choice, and we do see a Zweilos come out. Now, this is what's great about Golbat safe swaps. You got Shadow Ball for the hard-hitting neutral damage in some matchups, or you have Poison Fang for the consistent debuffs in these neutral matchups, and they're deciding to no-shield the first charge move as well, which is just going to be a body slam, so Golbat is able to hang on, but they will be able to get to another Poison Fang in time, and I guess Zweilos is going to be forced to shield right here, because if they don't, like we just see right now, Golbat is going to completely win the mid game with giving up no shields and is able to get to another Poison Fang here against Vigoroth. That is huge, and able to flip this mid game around. Now we will see the Haunter come straight into the Vigoroth right now, but they do need to watch out for Bulldoze, which it does have enough energy for. So they will go ahead and shield and stopping that Bulldoze. That's a huge shield right there as well. And we do see a Golbat come in. So they're going to go ahead and go for the Ice Punch now for super effective damage. And no shield on the other side as well. So they're going to go ahead and bring in that Celio and probably commit to the hard farm down with Powder Snow. That way they can just body slam spam Vigoroth to close this game out. Celio, being extremely tanky, should be able to fully farm down right here, which they do, and they have so much energy. Now, Vigoroth does have 2 shields, but my guess is right here, as long as they save a shield for Haunter, they might be able to close this game out because of the raw damage from Body Slam, but they're deciding now to go for an Aurora Beam after getting a shield with Body Slam. Let's see if the opponent decides to let it go through. No, they're going to go ahead and shield that. So unfortunate right there, but can they get to one more Body Slam in time? They can. This is beautiful now. So Haunter should have a much easier time to close this game out with Shadow Claw because it is so low on health. And here it comes. They have to shield right here because even if it is a Body Slam, hopefully they can still win the race, but it's a Bulldoze anyway, so that's a good game. They will be able to take that one. Good game right there. Absolutely solid. The Golbat safe swap was beautiful. Let me know down in the comments if you guys have been using that. Alright, we got Celio now versus Charjabug. Another lead loss and a core breaker right here. But honestly, Charjabug, even though it is doing super effective damage, we'll see how well Celio can do against it. Here comes the first charge move. I believe it does have access to discharge. Yeah, it is going to be discharged, but able to tank it right there. Surviving as well, and here comes the body slams. This is what's dangerous about Celio. It is so tanky, and you can fire off 3 body slams now versus Charjabug, which should be enough to actually KO it, especially since I think they'll be able to get to a third one here before getting farmed down. So here comes the second one, gets the shield, and do they get to the third one? No, they don't. Extremely close, but Haunter can come in right now, safely shield this right here, and fully farm down with Shadow Claw. It's going to be a close one if Charjabug can get to another. They do get to another discharge right here, so they're going to have to trust in Haunter now. Yeah, they got to double shield the Haunter. It is going to be a crunch as well. We do see a swap into Vigoroth, so the Golbat is going to go ahead and go in to apply those debuffs. This is, again, what's great. Having a Pokemon locked in a neutral situation like Vigoroth, you can apply all the Poison Fang debuffs so that Haunter can have a much easier time to farm down and hopefully sweep with Haunter. So here comes the Poison Fang. No shield right there. It's a good call on Vigoroth's side. You want to save that shield for your third Pokemon, especially in a situation where Poison Fangs aren't doing that much damage. But able to get to another Body Slam right here as Golbat hangs on and should be able to get to one more Poison Fang. Now, this is going to be a race. Can it get to 3 Poison Fangs in time? That is going to be the question. There's number 2. Can they actually farm down? Oh, this is going to be so close. No, the Vigoroth decides to throw. So it's going to be all up to Haunter to close this game out. Charjabug is out of energy, low on health. We don't know what the final Pokemon is going to be. It is going to be a Nidorina, but they do have access to Shadow Ball, and they are going for it. How much damage is this going to do? Will it be shielded? Let's find out. Boom! Nearly one-shots the Nidorina, and it gets farmed down. They definitely thought that that was going to be an Ice Punch or a Shadow Punch, and Haunter takes the complete sweep right here by landing that Shadow Ball, even though there was still a shield left. Good call. That is the mind games right there. That was beautiful. All right, moving to the next one, we got Celio on the lead versus Dragonair. Okay, lead win this time. Let's see how the opponent decides to adjust. They're deciding to stay in. Dragon Breath still doing a lot of damage, but honestly, Powder Snow and Body Slam is going to be very oppressive here in this matchup. So let's see if they get a shield. No shield right there from Dragonair, so Dragonair is probably going to be going for its own Body Slam right here. This is it should not be an Aqua Tail. This should just be a Body Slam. Yeah, it is going to be the Body Slam. This is still going to be a close one. Celio does outpace in terms of charge move spam, so this is now where the first shield will come up, or Dragonair is just going to go down. Dragonair goes down, they soft lose. We're going to see a Golbat come in right away, so they're going to come in with their own Golbat for the mirror fight, and now it's going to be a race to the Shadow Ball, and the opponent Golbat was a fast move ahead, so this could in fact be Shadow Ball. They're going to let it go. Oh, and it was able to hang on, though. Can they get to double Poison Fang? No, we see a swap out into Vigoroth, and that is beautiful right here because now they can still have Celio for the Golbat in the back. They can apply debuffs with Poison Fang now to the Vigoroth, and this is looking very, very good for them. They do get a shield right there on the Poison Fang. Vigoroth is farming down, but Haunter 2-to-1 shields now in a very good situation where an Ice Punch would likely one-shot because of the Poison Fang debuff. So we got to watch out for the swap out here soon. They do get a shield with Bulldoze. So we got to watch out for that swap out, but as long as they load up on energy, they should be able to close this game out. Here we go. Double Ice Punches ready to go. This will KO a Vigoroth because of debuffs. Let's see if it goes through. It does. So they're going to trust in Golbat to try to close this game out, and Golbat will not be able to survive 2 Ice Punches, and considering it is already out of energy because of landing the Shadow Ball, this is looking to be a good game. They do get the final shield there and get to the next Ice Punch in time. So Haunter once again sweeping this game very nicely because they set themselves up for success by getting that shield early against the Vigoroth. Good game. All right, moving to the next one. We have Celio on the lead versus Celio fight. Here we go. Body Slam spam. This isn't as bad as Bastiodon versus Bastiodon or Skarmory versus Skarmory, but it's still bad. They're going to be doing resisted damage with fast moves and just non-stop charge moves. So I imagine we're going to be here for a minute. Unless someone swaps out, because as you guys can see, this is just going to be a back and forth. So, man, I never really like mirror fights, if I'm being honest, especially on leads. I don't mind it in the mid game with energy differences and health differences, right? So like we saw the Golbat versus Golbat. But when it comes to tankier Pokemon on the lead, no one really wants to swap out because you don't know what they have in the back. But also, it's going to be extremely long lead fight, so it can be very annoying. Here comes another Body Slam. Is this now going to get a shield? The opponent Celio is low, and no, they decided to no shield it. So here we go. It's going to be a game of chicken. Both Celios no shielding right here, so it is going to come down to IVs and Powder Snow. We do see a swap out for the quick KO right there with Shadow Claw, and we do see a Dragonair come in, so they will be able to get to an Ice Punch now to force a shield. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's a Vigoroth in the back, but whatever it is. Oh, the Dragonair decided to no shield. They can't farm down, so they're going to have to give up shield advantage, but this is actually still good because Haunter can apply so much neutral damage with its moveset, and it is going to be Vigoroth in the back. That is going to seal the fate because Golbat now can just apply Poison Fang after Poison Fang, and Vigoroth cannot clear the debuff. So we're going to see an Ice Punch now get shielded. Hopefully they can get to another one in time, which they do. This is a very tough situation now for the opponent Vigoroth to be in because you might just be forced to shield again, but they decided not to right there. They're trying their best to fully farm down, but they're not going to be able to. So they're forced now to throw a Body Slam to take out the Haunter, but this is where Golbat can come in and take over this game. Now, in order for Vigoroth to take out the Golbat, it's going to have to land 3 Body Slams, and there's still a shield left. So 4 Body Slams are going to need to be thrown. There's 1. Here comes 2, but they can easily... Oh, they're going to let this go through. And now they just need to apply Poison Fang and then just farm down with Wing Attack. So that's looking to be a good game because Vigoroth now needs to get 2 more Body Slams in order to take out the Golbat in time. And I just don't think it has enough energy to do it. They decide instead to swap out to Dragonair to clear the debuff, but still, that is going to be a good game. Very well played. All right, moving into the next battle, we have Celio on the lead versus Celio again. Alright, let's see what happens this time, as Body Slam spams are obviously going to be thrown out, but we did see Machiavelli in the previous match decide to swap into Haunter right away to quick Shadow Claw down, banking their own Celio for a potential sack swap. So let's see if they decide to do that again. I believe this was a CMP tie as well, so they might be slightly ahead. Let's find out. Here was a CMP tie. I think it was right there. Beautiful. So they should be able to now start forcing shields potentially on this next Body Slam, because it's going to be getting very, very low. And again, IVs are dependent right here. So let's see if they get it. Here comes the next Body Slam. Celio, oh man. How can I shoutcast this with Celio, use Body Slam, Celio, use Body Slam. But it's going to be a game of chicken like we've seen before. Will they give up a shield, though, in this match? They do. Okay, so they got themselves shield advantage. That is huge right here, because they can easily maybe survive this. Oh, man, do you risk it? No, they're going to shield. They want to try to force 2 shields from the opponent right here, as they do get to another Body Slam in time. If they can get 2 shields, it's a full Haunter sweep. I'm going to call it. They do get 2 shields. They're unleashing Haunter right now to sweep this team. Body Slam is not going to be enough damage, but they are going to respect it anyways and shield. Even though that would have been resisted, that still would have chunked. They fully farm down. All shields are down. What is going to be in the back? It's going to be a Dusclops. Oh my goodness. They got to throw the Shadow Ball right now. I don't know if this is going to be enough damage. It's going to be extremely close. And Dusclops, if it has Shadow Punch, should be at it. No, it one-shots it. Boom! And we do see a Shadow Golbat in the back as well. So Ice Punch is going to be doing super effective damage. And once again, Haunter is sweeping teams. Boom! Nearly one-shots it right there. And that is going to be a good battle. Very well played. Well, lesson learned from today's set. Haunter is sweeping. It's incredibly strong, especially with the coverage from Ice Punch and Shadow Ball. And the Celio lead matches can be somewhat annoying, but that is okay because it happens. So, shout out to Machiavelli. This team looks it's solid. Like I said at the beginning of the video, it looks incredibly strong, and it did perform really well here for Machiavelli, even in lead losses and lead wins. So, hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.